everyone, I am Valerie from Blog 4B EGP, and this will be my book review on The Unwomanly Face of War by Svetlana Alexievich. Before I get started, I would like to briefly mention how I came across this book. So, as an avid manga reader who's a fan of manga that features female protagonists, the manga War's Unwomanly Face by Kome Keito really matched my preference as it centers around Soviet women who fought in World War II. I find the manga quite interesting, and after knowing that it was based on a non-fiction book, it left such a huge impact on me that I decided to choose this book for my reading project. Now let's get into what this book is about. Originally, this book is written in Russian, but the version I'm reading is an English translation done by Richard Pivia and Larissa Volkonsky. The Unwomanly Face of War by Svetlana Alexievich chronicles the experience of the Soviet women who fought on the front lines, on the home front, and in the occupied territories. These women, more than 1 million in total, were nurses and doctors, pilots, tank drivers, machine gunners, and snipers. They battled alongside men, and yet after the victory, their efforts and sacrifice were forgotten. Alexievich realized that war is seldom told from the woman's point of view, and what interested her were not tales of heroism, but of small great human beings. Over 7 years in the late 1970s and early 80s, she interviewed many hundreds of women, the pilots, doctors, partisans, snipers, and anti-aircraft gunners, who served on the front line, and the legion of laundresses, cooks, telephone operators, and engine drivers who backed them up. A surprising number of the women she spoke to had been desperate to get to the front and willing even to abandon young children at home. And after they had recounted the fighting, they described the ordinary things, the falling in love, the men's haircut, and uniforms they were forced to adopt. Next, I would like to give some of my thought regarding this book. First of all, it is such a raw depiction of war. The style, the stories, the interviews that are presented, you feel as if you are listening directly from this woman themselves. Yet, at some part, it was tough to go through, and I had to take a break to digest things. Reading the book, there were many terms that I'm not familiar with, as it is mostly used during that time of World War II. But some words were marked with an asterisk where it would be explained at the end of each section of the book. This book is not a story where there exists a beginning until an end. It's a fragment of their memories, the Soviet women's memories of what they had experienced in World War II. And that is all.